You're not just trying to quiet your mind, you're trying to heal it. So let's walk this through with clarity, honesty, and depth, because you're pointing at the difference between suppressing thoughts versus facing thoughts versus processing thoughts. Most people confuse all three. Let's break it down slowly so you see the truth behind the whole structure. 1. Facing a thought is not ignoring it, it's disarming it. When you face a thought with awareness and without feeding the story, you are not ignoring it. You are removing its fuel. Here's what happens in the mind. A thought rises. You see it. You label it. Fear, memory, old pain. You stay grounded. You don't argue. You don't feed it. You don't run from it. What happens next? The thought loses energy. Because the fuel of all painful thoughts is reaction. Awareness is not suppression. Awareness is exposure. You are allowing the thought to exist without letting it control you. That is healing. 2. Unresolved fears don't resurface because you didn't talk to them. They resurface because you keep reacting to them. This is the key insight. Painful thoughts don't return because you didn't have a long internal conversation with them. They return because you fear them, you believe them, you judge them, you argue with them, you try to push them away, you try to solve them immediately, you feel threatened by them. Anything you react to becomes stronger. Anything you observe becomes weaker. This is not theory, this is neuroscience. 3. You don't process a fear by arguing with it. You process a fear by allowing it to complete its emotional cycle. When unresolved emotion arises, the mind expects you to do one thing: feel the emotion without escape. If you argue with the narrative of the fear, you strengthen it. If you sit with the fear in the body, without obeying the story, the emotion finishes its cycle and dissolves. People think unresolved pain repeats because they ignored it. No, it repeats because they never allowed the emotion to complete. They got stuck in the story, not the feeling. 4. Having long internal conversations often makes unresolved thoughts stronger, not weaker. Let's be honest. Most internal conversations sound like, "Why am I like this? What's wrong with me? I can't believe this is happening again. I thought I was past this. I should fix this. I shouldn't feel this way." That's not healing. That's self-interrogation. That's mental battling. That's feeding the loop. The mind loves analysis. It feeds on it. But the emotional wound remains untouched. Talking about the fire doesn't put it out. You have to sit with the fire without fueling it. 5. True processing happens when awareness observes the thought. Attention stays in the body, not the story. Emotion is allowed to rise and fall. The mind is not fed with fear. The loop is not believed. The narrative is not engaged. The moment is not avoided. The sensation is allowed. The thought is not followed. This is what heals unresolved fears. This is what breaks cycles. 6. Thoughts only return when there is unfinished emotional energy, not unfinished conversations. If a fear resurfaces, it means there is emotional energy trapped in the body. Not that the thought needs discussion. Not that you missed the message. Not that you didn't think enough about it. Emotions complete their cycle through feeling, not thinking. The mind is just the messenger. The body is the storage. You do not need to talk to every thought. You need to feel what the thought is pointing to. Once the emotion resolves, the thought stops returning. 7. So facing thoughts like we're teaching does heal them, because it changes the relationship instead of fighting. Suppressing or feeding, arguing, analyzing, getting dragged, getting overwhelmed, you are observing, allowing grounding, labeling, feelings releasing, completing the emotional cycle. This is not ignoring. This is resolution. This is how trauma heals. This is how anxiety dissolves. This is how chronic loops die. 8. Here is the simplest truth. Talking to a fear rarely resolves it. Feeling the fear without obeying it almost always resolves it. The loop breaks because you stopped reacting. You stopped believing. You stopped feeding. You stopped escaping. You started feeling. You stayed grounded. You allowed the emotion. This is the difference between suppression and processing. You are processing now, not running.